Welcome to the news at 6. I'm Morgan Romero.
And I'm Doug Petcash. Election Eve, the final countdown to the 2022 November general election is here. Tomorrow, Idahoans will head to the polls to vote.
As will people around the country. Stakes are really high this midterm election and the battle for Congress all the way down to our local communities. Chief political reporter Joe Perez joins us now with a look at what Idahoans need to know before they head to the polls tomorrow if they haven't voted early.
Yes, a lot to dive into. I know our team has been talking about this for, you could say
weeks,
a year.
months,
I was going to say weeks or months, but it's been years. But yes, a lot to dive into. Of course, I think the big thing we'll continue to talk about is vote. Of course, that's the idea on Election Day. Get out there and vote. We don't care who you vote for, but we strongly advise you get out there. Here's what you need to know, though, if you are going to vote tomorrow. The polls are open tomorrow, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. And in Idaho, you can register to vote at the polls. And to qualify for same-day registration, you must be at least 18 years old on Election Day, be a U.S. citizen, and have lived in the United States lived in the United States and lived in your county for 30 days, the state in 30 days. And you'll need a copy of a current and valid photo ID and a copy of your current utility bill, bank statement, something like that, a paycheck to prove that you've lived in Idaho for at least 30 days, as well as your county. So, good things to know. Polls are 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. no matter what your time zone is. So sometimes when we talk about up north in the Pacific time zone, some people wonder if it's adjusted. 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., just your local time. And if you don't know where to vote, we got you covered. You can find your polling location right now. It's possible it has changed, but go to ktvb.com. You can look in our voter guide, and there we'll have all the info you need. So if you don't know what you need, I can tell you our great web team, our great digital team that runs ktvb.com, they've really aggregated everything that you need ahead of Election Day, whether you're wondering where to vote, how to vote, who is on your ballot. It really is a long conversation that it takes some time to research this, but here we are on the top of, the eve of the election here in Idaho. So what is on your ballot tomorrow? It's important to know that the state constitutional officers are all up for election tomorrow. So really, the leaders of our state, they will be all up for election tomorrow. You can help decide what the future of the state looks like. Of course, Doug and Morgan, we know that the governor's race, of course, is going to be a big thing. And if you want more info, you can text VOTE to 208-321-5614. I'll tell you that almost instantaneously, you will get a text back from the KTVB system, and you'll get a link to our voter guide right to your phone.
And there's also a constitutional amendment on the ballot this time. What is that about?
Let's talk about that. I've seen a lot of questions about this online. So we're going to have a vote tomorrow to amend the Constitution. And the question is, should the Idaho legislature be able to call themselves back into an extraordinary, a special session after they've wrapped up for the year? So in Idaho right now, only the governor can do that. So Idaho lawmakers, many of them have been lobbying for several years. Should we do this? They passed something in the State House a few years ago to get this on the ballot for tomorrow. So read it carefully. There are two separate questions. There's the constitutional amendment, which could change the Constitution of Idaho. There's also that advisory question that it's non-binding. It's basically asking the citizens of Idaho, do you like what the legislature did during the September special session? But again, if you have any questions at all, our great digital team at ktvb.com has aggregated everything you need to know in one spot. Again, you can also text VOTE to 208-321-5614. And our team will be here tomorrow.
I was just going to say, you're going to be monitoring the election results as they come in.
All of us.
Brian and I will be here with Dr. Stephanie Witz. You'll be out at the GOP headquarters. I believe Andrew will be at the Democratic headquarters. So we'll be all over the valley following this for you, Joe.
And of course, at 9 o'clock, we're going to start all the big coverage.
Yes.
So
Online.
Yes. Online, and then right here on the news at 10, we'll really get going. But we're expecting some big results right after 9 o'clock. So join us. About a little more than 24 hours away. We're finally here.
That's right, Joe. Thank you.